Hey guys, and today's from the install bay, bypassing a factory amplifier. Show you what you need to do in order to do it. Stay tuned. Hey guys, so today we have this Lexus right here. It's a LS430. What we're doing is we're adding in a aftermarket amplifier. The customer has already put in a new Pioneer radio and it was running off of the factory system. So now she wants more power, she wants to add a subwoofer. So what we got is we're gonna go ahead and bypass the factory amplifier. Now the factory amplifier happens to be located over here, buried behind, and there's 3 plugs. So what we want to do is there's 4 speakers in the car. The amp has 5 channels, front, rear, sub. Now we want to locate those 4 channels, and then we want to phase check them, and then we're going to make a plug that plugs into it so we can bypass the amp. So we're going to need some tools. Let's take a look at what we're going to need today. Okay, the first thing we're going to need is our handy portable phase checker, this guy right here. The second thing we're going to need is our phase checker that generates a tone, which is this guy right here. And the next thing we're going to need is a tone generator. So what I'll do is I'll put links to all these in the show notes. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this guy here and it's going to make the tick 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 sound. We're going to use this guy here to go to the speaker and figure out if it's in phase or out of phase. And we're going to use this to identify what wires are actual speaker wires. Alright, so let's get to it. Alright, so we'll turn on our tone generator. We'll come over to the harness and then we'll test the wires. We've already disconnected the subwoofer, so we know that these 4 wires here are subwoofer wires, which are located up here. So we could see which ones were which. And then we know that these 2 big here and these 2 big here are power and ground because we tested those with our digital multimeter. So next what we want to do is switch over to our phase checker. We're going to go ahead and turn that on. And plug in. Let's go to a speaker. Now we can hear this speaker making a ticking sound, so we'll go ahead and take our phase checker to it. Lights up green, we know we have it in phase. Okay, so we know this is 2, and that the wires that we've probed right now should be the right ones. So blue is positive and green is negative. Go ahead and write that down here on your trusty notepad and move on to the next one. Now chances are good if this was positive that the speaker next to it will be the same way, but don't always assume that. We'll go to the rears. This one is out of phase. So on the fronts, these bottom were in phase, but on the rear, the tops are going to be the ones that are positive. Let's go over here and test it again. Alright, so we know it's in phase. So we'll go ahead and write that down, and then we'll do the other 2 and we'll make our plug. Okay, fortunately for this Lexus, this 7712 wiring harness will plug right in. The only problem is that the wiring is all wrong, so what we're going to do is we're going to pull all these pins out and we're going to repin it so that it matches our new installation, our new wiring. Alright, so we've got this all unpinned. We're going to grab the wires that we need. They're all the speaker ones. Now we're going to take it into the car and plug them all in. Alright, so we have our harness made. Now all we have to do is hook up our new amplifier to these and we'll be all set. Alright guys, that brings this one to a close. If you have any questions about what we just did, please feel free to leave them in the comments. Remember, we put links to all the stuff we used in this in the show notes below. You know where to find us here on YouTube as well as Facebook and Instagram. Please subscribe, we greatly appreciate it. Other than that, you guys have a great time and we will see you later next time. Bye!